guys, Bobby Riley with Arkansas Pro DJs, and as you know, we're always looking for the next big thing for our mobile lighting packages. Well, guess what? We found it. It's called Uplighting, and it's sweeping across the nation. Every wedding that you're seeing now, you're seeing rooms painted in color. Well, this is what we're talking about. And today, we're going to review a few things to get you started in uplighting. The first of those, of course, is going to be the Chauvet SlimPar controller. Get ready, guys. This is going to take your light show to the next level. We're going to combine that with a member of the SlimPar family. This is the Chauvet SlimPar 38. And, of course, going to go with the big daddy of them all, the SlimPar 64. Stick around. We're going to be reviewing these next.
From Hidden Hill Studio, somewhere in Arkansas.
Your attention, please.
It's Arkansas Pro DJs Out of the Box. With your host, DJ Wicked Chester.
Uplighting. Let's talk about it. What is it? What does it do? Let's make it simple. Uplighting is essentially the same thing as stage washing or dance floor washing, except for we're washing a wall with color. What does that mean to you? Well, if you're a DJ, that means you can go into any venue that you want and you can make that venue look the way you want. For brides, grooms, for those of you that are watching this video kind of wondering what we're talking about, let me give you an example. We did a wedding about 2 months ago, and we did it right here in Little Rock, Arkansas. The bride's colors were teal and black. Okay, beautiful colors. So what we did, we went into the reception hall and we set our uplights at the base of the wall. That allowed us to put teal lights all around the room. Now you can imagine when she came in and the entire room was filled with this color. Now, as part of their wedding, the groomsmen wore a very special red ribbon around their arms. The bridesmaids wore a very special red ribbon on right here on their chest. And the color red was in remembrance of her father. We went through all of our traditions and we finally got to our father-daughter dance. Before we started that, they wanted us to explain what the color red meant to them and what it meant during this reception. So we did. We explained that the color red was for her missing father. We invited her brother to come take her father's place during this dance. We brought them both to the stage, and then she wanted to have a moment of silence in remembrance for her father. So we asked everybody at that time to bow their heads, close their eyes, and in complete silence, please remember the life of her father. During this time period, we had our uplight set to a slow fade. We changed the lights from teal to red. Started our father-daughter dance music, and as soon as everybody looked up and opened their eyes, now the entire room was bathed in this color, in this red color, in remembrance of her father. It was a very special and very touching moment. Guys, that's basically what uplighting is. Now, let's talk about how we achieve these things. Well, there's several ways to do it. There's several things on the market today. What we like to use are these right here. And these are known as SlimPars. It's produced by a company called Chauvet Lighting. Okay? If you'll notice, this is the SlimPar 64. This is the biggest SlimPar they have. First of all, I want you to notice this thing is only about 2.5 inches thick. What that means is this thing can go places where others can't. Okay? At the same time, I want you to notice how big the LED diodes are in this thing. 10 millimeter. It means we're going to get a lot of light from these things. Okay? There's actually 3 members of the SlimPar family. There's the 38, the 56, and of course the big daddy or the granddaddy of them all, the 64, which is what I've got here in my hand. They basically do all the exact same thing. The 38's got, I believe, 75 LEDs in it. The 56, I think, is running more along the lines of 125, and the 64, of course, is running 180. Now, I want you to take a look at the back of this. One of the reasons that we're showing you the 64 is because we can actually look and see everything on the back side of it. You're going to notice at the very top we have our LED panel. Noticing that Chauvet is getting away from the dip switches more and more and more and going more to these LED panels. Makes things a lot easier, a lot simpler to deal with. On the far side, you're going to notice there's a mic input. That is so that these lights can be used in standalone mode and in sound active mode. You're going to notice the sound sensitivity right here. Let's look down just a little bit further. You're going to notice that we can do power linking and data linking. We have DMX in and out on these things. Now, we told you we were going to show you the easy way to do LED lighting. Well, we are. And the way that we're going to do that is by showing you this little bad boy right here. This is the Chauvet tThe controller. Now, the tThe controller is a fantastic little unit because what it's going to allow you to do is the power of DMX without getting complicated. Now, we're going to show you how that works here in just a little bit when we come back. We're going to hook all this up. We're going to actually show you this, the 64, and of course one more, the 38, here in just a minute when we show you how to do basic DMX uplighting. Okay guys, let's talk about basic DMX uplighting. What does that mean? Now, we are actually coming out of the back of the tThe controller, and we'll show you that here in just a minute. But we've got a DMX cable running from the back of the tThe controller directly into the DMX in right here on our SlimPar 64. You'll notice the power in's already connected up. But if we're going to set this up the right way, here's one of the great things about it. The tThe controller only allows you to run on DMX channel 1. So, if you're running the 38s, you're running a 64, you're running a 56, this is all very simple. Go to your menu button, and we're going to jump through here. This is P, S, U, and you're going to notice 3 channel. Once you hit 3 channel, click on it. It's going to ask you right after that what your DMX number is. DMX number on this one, of course, is a 1. So we're going to just leave it right there, and that's going to set it up for this one. Okay, that lets us input everything that we're going to need to know right there. Now, what this allows us now to do is to actually connect each and everything else up and prepare it for what we're wanting to do as far as our uplighting is concerned. You're going to kind of hear me moving around over here because I'm actually in the process of hooking up and setting up the other uplights and turning everything on. Now, what I want to show you here is I'm going to back out just a little bit. And I'm going to move over this way and come right here, and that's to the tThe controller. Now, with the tThe controller, you have 2 things. On the very back, you have DMX out, and you have a power switch. That's it. Nothing hard, nothing to it. Okay? Each of your lights, just as I showed you on the 64, you're going to come into DMX in, and then we're going to power link them. We're going to DMX link them. We're going to come out of the DMX outside from one into the DMX in on the other one. So we're linking these together, okay, using DMX cables. Now I'm going to zoom back out here real quick so you can see everything that's going on. And what I want to do is on the tThe controller, I'm just going to turn red on. Now you're going to notice everything just lit up. The best thing about the tThe controller is you have preset controls. Preset colors means that we're going to go from red to orange, orange to yellow, yellow to green, green to cyan, to blue, to purple, magenta, and finally white. Makes it simple, makes it easy. I'm going to actually reach over here and turn this light out so you can kind of see a little bit better of what we're talking about. Maybe this will make life a little bit easier. Now, if I move over to the chase button, what you're going to see happen is these start fading in and out with each other. Notice it's going to go through all the motions. Now, keep in mind, if I'm running 10 of these side by side, then what's going to happen is when I hit one of these presets or these chase buttons, all of the lights that are linked together are going to do the same thing. Okay? So, this allows me to do that really simple. Okay guys, really easy. After backing out a little ways here, what you can actually see is what we're talking about when we talk about uplighting, spotlighting, and setting things up. Now I still have this just running in chase mode, but if you'll notice, I've backed way up. Okay? And I've done this so that we can actually see exactly what these uplights do when we talk about painting a wall with color. What you're going to notice here is that I've got one pointing straight up, one pointing at an angle, because I want to show the variations of what you can do with an uplight, with the tThe controller, and how you can affect the different things that happen. Now, one thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to walk up front. I want to actually flip this thing into sound mode, because I want you to see what's going to happen when it hits to a beat. That's as easy as that is, guys. And, you know, you're talking about coming back to the exact same thing, because we can always come back, and now we've got our entire light, our entire room back bathed in red, however we want them. So, here's an idea for you. This is Uplighting 101. This is basic uplighting. We're, you know, not going too hardcore heavy into it, but Chauvet has designed this so that even idiots like me can put this stuff together. DMX, everything's set to DMX channel 1. You don't have to go through a big mess with it and set all your other DMX channels just to do uplighting. The Chauvet tThe controller is going to make it really easy, really simple to do. This has been Bobby Riley with Arkansas Pro DJs, giving you just a little bit of an idea of what you can do in uplighting.